70,000 years ago, the human population dropped to around 1,000 people, almost extinct. Not from war, not from disease, from cold. A volcanic winter darkened the sky for years, and most of humanity froze to death. No clothes, no fire, just bodies built for survival. And the few who lived carried something inside them that you still carry today, even if you have never noticed it. Think about the last time you stepped outside in freezing weather. Your body reacted instantly. You shivered. Your fingers went numb. Your teeth chattered. That reaction feels automatic, but it is not random. It is a survival system built over hundreds of thousands of years. A system designed by ancestors who survived ice ages with nothing but skin and bone, before clothes existed, before fire was tamed. Somehow, they survived cold that would kill most of us in hours. And the reason why is still inside your body right now. Before controlled fire and sewn clothing existed, early humans relied on something built into their own bodies. Brown fat. Not the fat that stores energy. A completely different type of fat, whose only job is to burn calories and generate heat from the inside. Harvard Medical School researchers have studied this extensively. Babies today are born with large amounts of brown fat. It helps them survive the shock of leaving a warm womb. But adults today have almost none left. Ancient humans kept much higher levels of brown fat throughout their entire lives. Their bodies were furnaces, constantly generating internal heat without needing a single layer of clothing. This is not a theory. It is confirmed biology that still exists in newborn babies today. A leftover survival tool from a time when staying warm was a daily fight for life. Around 70,000 years ago, a supervolcano called Toba erupted in present-day Indonesia. It was one of the largest eruptions in human history. Ash and sulfur filled the atmosphere. Sunlight was blocked for years. Global temperatures dropped dramatically. This event created what geneticists call a population bottleneck. By studying human DNA, scientists discovered that the entire human population may have dropped to as few as 1,000 breeding individuals. 1,000 people. That is fewer people than fit in a single stadium section. Every human alive today descends from those survivors. So how did they make it through? Evidence suggests they used natural shelters like caves. They huddled together in groups for shared body heat. And their bodies were already adapted from generations of cold exposure before the eruption even happened. This was not luck. This was a species fighting for its life, using every biological advantage it had. Now, here is the part that should genuinely surprise you. Humans were not the only species fighting the cold. Neanderthals had already been surviving brutal Ice Age winters in Europe for over 100,000 years before modern humans arrived. And their bodies were built differently. Wider nostrils to warm, freezing air before it reached the lungs. Barrel-shaped chests to hold more warm air. Shorter limbs to reduce heat loss. These were not random traits. They were cold-adapted evolution at work. And here is the wait-what moment. When modern humans migrated into Europe, they interbred with Neanderthals. Genetic studies confirm that most people with European or Asian ancestry carry between 1 and 4% Neanderthal DNA. Some of those genes are directly linked to skin pigmentation and cold tolerance, which means some of the biological tools that helped ancient humans survive freezing winters came from a completely different human species. You may be carrying a piece of Neanderthal cold survival technology inside your own genetic code right now, without ever knowing it. Here is what modern science is now rediscovering. In 2007, a Dutch athlete named Wim Hof began demonstrating something doctors thought was impossible. He could withstand extreme cold for extended periods using nothing but breathing techniques and controlled exposure. Climbing snow-covered mountains in shorts. Sitting in ice baths for over an hour. Scientists at Radboud University in the Netherlands studied him and found that, through training, he could consciously activate his body's brown fat and immune response, the same biological systems ancient humans relied on naturally. Researchers now believe modern humans have not lost the ability to generate internal heat. We have simply stopped using it. Central heating, clothing, and modern comfort turned off a switch that used to run constantly. Which means the survival system that kept your ancestors alive during an ice age that nearly wiped out humanity is very likely still sitting inside you, dormant, waiting. 70,000 years ago, around 1,000 humans stood between our entire species and extinction. No fire, no clothes, just bodies shaped by cold and the will to survive it. They huddled together. They shared warmth. They passed down whatever biological advantages they had. And every single person alive today exists because they did not give up. The next time you shiver in the cold, remember that your body is doing something it has done for hundreds of thousands of years. It is not weakness. It is inheritance. You are carrying the proof that your ancestors survived the unsurvivable. If you think that is strange, wait until you hear what ancient humans did when someone got sick before doctors existed. What they discovered changes how you see every human being alive today. Watch this next.